It's the most wonderful time of the year.
'Tis the season
to tell you how much you mean to us.
May your holidays be
merry, bright,
and everything nice.
Happy holidays from all of us, the young and the restless.
Wife, what are you doing?
Isn't it obvious? I'm cooking!
You know how?
Welcome back to the channel, my bold and the beautiful fans. Yes, we starting a new month. Happy holidays to you guys. And yeah, the bold and the beautiful had a very interesting, I guess, new set of twists now that Lunatic Luna is gone at this point, or at least we think she is. But we got to talk about it with this December 1st episode. Yep, so first, we got a situation going on where Katie is feeling a little bit some kind of way about the fact that Forrester hired a PR team and Bill Spencer is not happy about it. And he wants his new girl and his son over at Spencer. And then we also got this situation where it seems that Finn might have some residual feelings about Luna's death. And then they find out that it was none other than Miss Dillon who did it. Yeah, she killed Luna. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and unpack this episode. Okay, so today's episode of The Bold and the Beautiful had me clutching my imaginary pearls and yelling at the screen like it owed me rent. Because let me tell you, the way Dillon tiptoed her guilty self into the storyline today, oh yeah, soapies, this was premium soap grade chaos. So we open up with Miss Dillon returning to the beach house looking like she hasn't slept since the Bronze Age. She's jittery, she's sweating guilt, and she's carrying the kind of secret that makes your stomach cuss at you. She immediately confesses to Elektra, and it's not the warm girl-to-girl, heart-to-heart, I guess, that maybe some folks were expecting. No, ma'am, she went straight up to melting down, sliding into confession mode like she had an overdue library book. Now, she blurts out that she was the one behind the wheel that killed Luna that night. Yes, the driver, the anonymous driver the police would name. Turns out the anonymity was sitting right at Elektra's couch, looking one commercial break away from a breakdown. And she promises it wasn't intentional. Girl, nobody thought you woke up that morning and said, ooh, let me go run somebody over today. But still, that's not exactly a minor oops. Then comes the moment that I guess had everybody yelling, no, she didn't, because Dillon decides that she wanted to tell some folks what she did. And guess who was the recommendation? None other than Finn and Steffy in person, not through a lawyer, not through a mediator, not through a carefully worded email with a subject line that says, my bad. Nope. This woman put on her brave pants and is about to march right into the Cliff House, ready to detonate the emotional equivalent of a nuclear bomb, or at least so she thinks. Meanwhile, Finn and Steffy are just trying to breathe through their grief and maybe finish a full sentence without crying. I guess, because they keep rehashing what has happened. And, I mean, even with Finn, it looked like he might be having some second thoughts about the loss of Luna. Well, while she was alive, he stayed away from her like the freaking plague. Then come Elektra and Will looking like they rehearsed a speech in the car, and you can instantly know something tragic is about to unfold. And then here comes Dillon. She walks in, small voice, trembling hands, eyes full of guilt, and tells them the truth that she was the one driving the car the night Luna died. and that she killed Finn's daughter. Yeah, the silence in that room could have knocked out half of LA's power grid. Now, the reactions, well, this was acting, honey. Finn looks like someone just reached into his soul and rearranged the furniture. Steffi freezes like she's trying to process the information without falling apart, or maybe really doesn't care at this point because of who Luna was. And you could practically hear the sound of reality crashing down on all of them. Dylan is repeating, "I'm sorry," like it's a prayer or a spell, but the air is so heavy, the apology just kind of floats there like a balloon losing helium. It was uncomfortable, tragic, and heartbreaking all at once. And yes, I was sitting there watching because why did Dylan choose this moment to finally confess? And I mean, the question is really, does these folks care? But the way Finn is looking, yeah, the math wasn't mathing. The drama was drama-ing, but I'm wondering if Finn now have some regrets. Now let's switch gears for a bit, because with everything that's happened with Luna, it has been a PR nightmare. The Forresters are feeling the fallout, and they hire an outside PR agent. Yeah, without consulting Katie, and we'll talk about that in a minute. But the way Brooke and Ridge were talking, like, oh, she'll be okay with that. We're not worried about Katie. Yeah, that's what it sounds like when you take somebody for granted, because she is definitely feeling some kind of way, and we'll talk about that right now. So we're over in Bill Spencer's office, and he's trying to close some sort of deal and can't figure out how. He put it into Katie's hand, and she solved the puzzle like it was yesterday's news. He was so excited. He was like, listen, first of all, I'm going to make up everything to you, and how about you come over here and work for us? And of course, she had this smirk on her face like something was eating at her. And what was eating at her is the decisions that the Forresters made without her, which Brooke and Ridge decided to get that outsourcing PR agency to handle the Luna fallout. Now, granted, she said that she's a little bit too close to the situation because Will, her, Luna, the baby. And so, yeah, but she was like, they could have at least consulted with me, even though they might not be using my services. And I can understand that. However, that didn't sit too well with Bill. He was saying, they're lucky to even have you over there. So, what are they doing? And he was like, you know what? It's a waste of time to not only have you over there, but my son too. And I know, Soapies, we've been saying this on the podcast for months, that Will should be working over at Spencer Publications. He really didn't want to do anything over there as an intern anyway. They handed him papers. He just tossed them to the side. He wanted to be there for the girls. Well, now you got your girl. Maybe go work with your daddy. I mean, that is your legacy. So I'm wondering if Bill is going to eventually talk Katie and Will to be part of Spencer's. Okay, so there you have it. And let's recap this recap, because we got this situation going on with the Spencers and the Logans, her sister, and Forrester, deciding not to consult with Katie, who is the lead on the PR team at Forrester. Yeah, she's feeling some kind of way, and so is Bill. So much so that he wants his girl and his son to come over there. What do you guys think about that? Should she stay with Forrester, or should she go over to Spencer's along with her son? And then Miss Dillon decided to tell the truth. I don't know. This is an interesting branch of a storyline that they're introducing to us. However, she felt the need to confess to Finn and Steffi that she was the one that ran Luna over in the street that night. And the look on Finn's face, he already got regrets about the death. Is he going to have a problem with Miss Dillon? That's the question. Let me know your thoughts. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Turn on those notifications so you're notified every time a video is posted. Till the next one, we'll see you all soon. Happy holidays, Soapies.